It feels weird. It feels weird. I'm still nervous. Today I have big news. It feels big news to me anyway. I am going back on grid. I have been living in this self-converted or partially self-converted box truck for the past 6 months. My original plan was to convert it as minimally as possible and then move to an RV park where I could finish off doing the inside at my own pace whilst running my business. So I run a business full time. What I didn't realize is that the conversion itself would be a full-time job, and it's taken way longer than I expected. So what I did in the meantime is I stealth camped and built out the truck at a storage facility where I am now. The problem is that, and it's a good problem to have, is that the business has really taken off and is headed in a really good direction. So I'm at a bit of a crossroads right now where I have a lot of work and I'm still converting the truck. The problem is that things like bathrooms, laundry, groceries, consistent power, consistent internet, all of that is still a little bit up and down right now. But because of the way the business is going, I can't afford to have it up and down. So I actually need, for at least a little bit, just some real consistency. So I've decided for at least a month that I'm going to go to an RV park. There's one near me. It is less than 10 minutes away. It's not particularly expensive for what it is, but it will give me consistent showers, consistent bathrooms, they actually have internet there, which apparently is very fast. So good internet, consistent power hookups, water hookups, consistent parking spot, which is something that I obviously haven't had. So a lot of consistency, a bit more security, because obviously it's gated. So I phoned them up. I asked a bunch of questions. I wanted to double check that they would accept the box truck. They said, yeah, I described it, told him all about it. He said it was fine. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to book it online. I'm going to pay for a month. And then I think I'm just going to head straight there and check it out, which is crazy. It feels a little bit weird because what I've been doing is I understand how radical it is, but because this version of it, of hooking up at an RV park or whatever, is less radical, I feel like I'm being like a traitor in some way of just, this is not the off-grid hardcore life that everyone else is living, which is obviously not true. But so there's a weird thought of like defeat, but it's actually the opposite. Like my business, things have picked up and I just need to make sure that I don't drop the ball on it, because that will undo all of the hard work. So yeah, I feel pretty happy with the decision. I'm going to be grateful for a little bit of consistency. So it's just going to give me a month to be able to just not have to think about that stuff, and I can just focus on the business really. So yeah, I'm going back on grid. I'm going to pay the money now, and then I think I'm going to drive straight there. So let's see how it goes. It's booked. It's in. I did it. Go me. So now what I'm going to do is I've done my trash, going to buy some groceries. I'm still waiting for the entrance code thing from them. The thing is, I will still be coming back to the storage place at least, because I will still be doing some bits and pieces building out. I'm definitely not going to be using any power tools there because I don't want to get kicked out. So I'll be coming back to the storage to do the upgrades and stuff that I want to do on the truck. Like my security cameras, I definitely, in fact, you know what? Today might be a day when today might be the day that I actually install the security cameras. Yeah, I'll still be coming back to storage to do bits and pieces to the truck, to cut wood and install whatever. So I'll still be coming back here, and it's literally, I just checked on Google Maps, it's literally a 4-minute drive away from the storage place. It's not like it's wildly different, and some people would be like, this is crazy. And also feel a little bit weird because I've literally never been to an RV campsite before. This, from what I can see, it's literally just like 10 concrete blocks with some hookups at the side. Yeah, feel a little bit weird about it. So I'll just go back to the storage. Did my grocery shopping. I'll just go back to the storage because my original plan was that I was going to put my security cameras on because I'm still waiting for the entry code to get into the RV park. But we've got a storm passing through. Even though it's probably okay, I just don't think getting on a metal ladder in the middle of a storm is a good idea. I'm going to chill out. I'm going to chill out for 30 minutes because I don't ever, and wait for the storm to pass right now. Okay, so I've been in the back. I've been fitting my ground wire to my inverter to make sure that the AC in and the AC out to my stuff is all grounded properly. I'm not sure what picked up on camera, but it has been... the sound of this storm was crazy. I don't know whether it is rolling thunder, but there's been like thunderclaps that have gone on for 5 or 10 seconds. I'm sure it probably picked up on camera. But just as I turned the camera off, there was a lightning bolt that seeing it and hearing the sound was maybe like not even a second apart. And it was like right over there. That was pretty crazy. So yeah, this is now a pretty big thunderstorm. The sound of that, like elongated, like blah, 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 blah. That is what somebody told me that's what a tornado sounds like, where it sounds like it's a train heading towards you. That's what it sounded like. Yeah, it's pretty intense right now. It's wild how the weather can just change like so much. Crazy. I got my inverter grounded, at least. I'm now certain that I'm not going to go up on the ladder, so I'm still going to give it maybe 30 minutes. No visible leaks as yet, which is good, because usually they spring up about now. But yeah, wild, wild, wild. So there's been a bit of a break in the rain, and I'm at the site now. It's probably about a quarter of the size that I thought it was. It's a parking lot. It's a parking lot with a dog park and like a clubhouse. And I'm by far the smallest vehicle here by quite a long shot. Pretty much every vehicle is like filling up the full 50-foot space, which is pretty funny. Regardless, I'm pretty happy that I'm here. It's raining, so I'm definitely not going to be... I'm going to Google to make sure, but I'm almost certain that attaching myself up to the power hookups in the middle of a rainstorm is a bad idea. I'm almost certain about that. But I will Google. And I'll also Google how to use them properly, because I think I know, but there's also a big chance that I have no idea. I'm going to Google how to use the hookups. I will probably check out the little clubhouse thingy as well and see how that works. Maybe when it dries up a bit. Weather's crazy, man. This weather is crazy. So the rain has stopped. I have my surge protector, I have my towel. I'm going to dry down the hookup. And I'm going to run this surge protector that has a circuit analyzer on it to make sure that everything is all good with the power. It's a brand new RV park, so it would be very weird if there was any wiring issues, but This fortunately checks all that. I also want to be really safe with everything, so I'm going to plug this in first and run this, and then I'm going to, if everything's okay, then I'm going to plug in the truck to the power. So let's see how that goes. Is 0 power. Change sites, I guess. Sorry to move to the next little plot. Is this one? This one wasn't working. Let's do this, and then let's go. I think I got it. Is all even correct? Good. Let's turn it off again. Here it goes, and then it rests down. Like that. Then we're going to flip the breaker. Okay, let's see what's going on inside. I'm a little nervous. I'm going to be honest with you. Genuinely a little bit nervous. So let's see. Okay, so we can see on the inverter, we do have power coming in. So that's good. We have so what is that? 600 watts coming in. I think it's trying to take from the solar right now, so it's prioritizing the solar. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the solar off. I'm gonna put my gloves on so I can turn the solar off. Now it's gone on to battery. Red is battery, I think. Yeah, 0 kilowatts of solar. It's just that the power's going down, which says to me it's not charging the battery. So I'm probably still getting power. Oh, there's no connection on there. Let's quickly check the manual. I changed the priority so that the priority of where the power goes is solar first, then utilities, then battery. So right now it's blue, which is basically saying that because I disconnected the solar, it's basically going to the next best thing, which is the utilities, and utilities is providing power to everything else, which also is showing on here as I'm getting in 700 watts from utilities. Because there's no solar, it's going to utilities first. So I think I probably need to do USB. Utility will provide power to the loads as first priority. Solar and battery will provide power to the loads only when utility power is not available. Cool. For now, we're getting 600 watts in. 600 watts in. And the battery is charging. I'm still trying to work it out. For now, I'm going to read through this manual to make sure I know what I'm doing. And that all the settings are correctly, because I don't want to screw anything up. But it seems like I'm at least getting power in, which is good. It's a good start. Okay, I figured it out. It was changing a setting on the charging current. Oh shit. I don't like the sound of that. It feels like a lot. As you heard, those fans were like loud. They were loud, and that was freaking me out. I still don't trust this inverter. I've had some problems with not this inverter, but a clone of it in the past. So I like fast charging, but I don't want dangerous charging. So I will let the batteries charge up. I moved it down to 40, so they're charging at like just under 1,000 watts right now. So it'll take a few hours to get it up to 100%. So I'm going to keep it like that. And then for the most part, I'm going to be running off utility anyway, so I don't need to charge them that much. But yeah, that noise just scared me a little bit. I've got PTSD. So I'm still going to continue reading through the manual to make sure that I haven't missed anything. But as of right now, I'm back on the grid. Officially did it. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. Can I show you the little thing? So that's it. This coming in is from outside. It's from the plug outside that I fit into my inverter, that I fit into my DC circuitry, that I fit. It feels weird. It feels weird. I'm still nervous, but so far so good. Okay, back on the grid for a little bit, just for a little bit. As a treat, I'm back on the grid. So I'm a little bit settled, more settled now. I actually moved plots, sites, spots, what do you call them? I don't know. To get a better Wi-Fi signal from the campground. And there's a spot right near the clubhouse. As of right now, connected to the grid. I'm at a 700 watt surplus, even though my AC is running full pelt right now. I've got my lights, my internet, and everything on. I've got all the luxuries of home in the truck. The AC is on full blast because I want it like an icebox in here for the next month. I want it to be my fortress of solitude, just an ice palace. Because if I'm going to be on grid for a treat, then I'm going to take advantage of it. Yeah, things are in a good spot. I'm going to relax for the night. I've got a big work day tomorrow. So I'm going to have a mini tidy, cook some food, watch a movie, maybe play video games, I don't know. And sleep like a baby. Sleep like a baby. That's what I'm going to do. Thank you for joining me on my on-grid adventure. There's definitely going to be a bunch of stuff happening. I'm still building out the truck, so I'm still going to have some adventures there. But for now, in terms of this video, I think I am clocking out.